In 1959, 9 experienced hikers entered Russia's Ural Mountains and never came back the same. Their tent was found ripped open from the inside, footprints led away barefoot into freezing cold, and their bodies showed strange, unexplained injuries. What really happened at Dyatlov Pass? Was it an avalanche, secret military tests, or something even darker? Join us as we dive deep into one of history's most chilling unsolved mysteries. Watch closely, because what you learn here could change everything you think you know. What happened? In 1959, 9 experienced hikers went on a trip to the Ural Mountains in Russia. They wanted to reach a place called Dyatlov Pass. But something terrible happened. All 9 hikers died under very strange and mysterious conditions. Their bodies were found weeks later, and no one could explain how they died. The hikers' tent was found torn from the inside, and their clothes showed signs of serious injuries. Some were even found with broken bones, but no external wounds. There were strange marks on their bodies, and some had high levels of radiation. The hikers left the tent in freezing cold without proper clothes or shoes. What made the case more mysterious was that no clear reason was given for their deaths. Some said it was an avalanche. Others thought a military test caused it, or even an attack by wild animals or local tribes. But none of these explanations fully made sense. This event became known as the Dyatlov Pass incident. Until today, it remains one of the biggest unsolved mysteries in history. The hikers. The 9 hikers were all skilled and experienced in winter trekking. Most of them were students or graduates from the Ural Polytechnic Institute. Their group was led by Igor Dyatlov, a 23-year-old who had previous hiking experience. The group included both men and women, all in good health and prepared for the journey. They planned to hike through the Ural Mountains, which are known for harsh weather and difficult terrain. The hikers were well equipped with warm clothes and camping gear. Their goal was to reach Otorten Mountain, but they never made it there. Before the trip, their families and friends expected them to return safely. The hikers kept in touch through radio signals, but after a certain date, no more communication came. This worried the authorities and their families. The group was known for being careful and responsible, so their sudden disappearance was shocking. Their deaths raised many questions because no signs of struggle or fear were found in their personal belongings. The story of these 9 hikers is tragic and mysterious, making people wonder what really happened to them in those cold mountains. The camp. When search teams finally reached the site, they found the hikers' tent badly damaged. The tent was cut open from the inside, which was very strange. It looked like the hikers had hurriedly escaped in the middle of the night. The tent was covered with snow, but no footprints led back to it. The searchers found the hikers' belongings still inside the tent, including warm clothes and shoes. But outside, they discovered footprints in the snow leading away from the tent, some barefoot or in socks. The footprints disappeared after a short distance in a dense forest nearby. The weather was extremely cold, with temperatures dropping far below freezing, which made the situation even more dangerous. The hikers' abandoned camp showed signs of panic or fear, but there was no clear explanation why they left so suddenly. The way the tent was damaged and the strange footprints made the investigators confused. This mysterious scene at the camp is one of the biggest puzzles in the Dyatlov Pass incident. What could have made the hikers leave a safe shelter in freezing cold without proper protection? Strange clues. At the Dyatlov Pass site, investigators found many strange clues that made the case more mysterious. Some hikers had serious injuries, like broken ribs and skull fractures, but their skin was not broken, as if a heavy force hit them from inside. One hiker was missing her tongue and eyes, and some clothes had high levels of radiation, which baffled experts. The hikers' bodies were found in odd places, some near a forest, some far from the tent. Their clothes were not enough for the cold weather, and they were barefoot or wearing only socks. Investigators found a fire pit made from branches, showing the hikers tried to stay warm outside. There were no signs of animal attacks or human fights, yet the injuries were severe. Some footprints around the area showed strange patterns, and some hikers' possessions were left behind, untouched. These strange clues confused the investigators and made it difficult to find a clear explanation. Even today, these unusual facts keep the mystery alive and spark many theories about what really happened to the 9 hikers. Official theories. After the investigation, several official theories were suggested to explain the deaths of the 9 hikers. The most common explanation was an avalanche. Experts thought that a small avalanche could have forced the hikers to cut their tent and run outside in panic. The cold then caused their deaths. However, some investigators said there was no strong evidence of an avalanche at the site. Another theory suggested that the hikers were victims of a military test. Secret weapons or parachute mines might have caused injuries and radiation. But the Soviet military denied this, and no proof was found. Some believed local tribes attacked the hikers, but no signs of struggle or human violence were found on the bodies. Natural dangers like wild animals were also considered, but again, no animal marks were found. The official conclusion was, a compelling natural force caused the tragedy. Despite these theories, none fully explain the strange injuries and unusual behavior of the hikers. Unsolved mystery. The Dyatlov Pass incident remains an unsolved mystery even after decades of investigation. Despite many theories, no one has been able to explain exactly what caused the hikers' strange behavior and deaths. The hikers left their tent suddenly, without proper clothes, in freezing cold weather. Some had fatal injuries that did not match normal accidents. High radiation levels on some clothes added to the confusion. New investigations over the years brought up more questions instead of answers. Some experts suggest unusual natural events like a rare snow slab avalanche or even infrasound panic causing terror. Others think secret military experiments or unknown creatures could be involved. The lack of clear evidence and conflicting clues make it difficult to solve. Many books, documentaries, and studies have tried to reveal the truth, but it still puzzles experts and the public. The Dyatlov Pass incident is a chilling reminder of how some mysteries in nature and human history stay hidden, leaving more questions than answers. Why still unknown? Even after more than 60 years, the Dyatlov Pass incident remains unknown because of many reasons. First, the harsh and remote location made the initial investigation difficult, and some important evidence may have been lost or damaged over time. Second, the strange and conflicting clues confuse investigators. Injuries did not match usual accidents, and no clear explanation fits all facts. Third, secrecy during the Soviet era meant that some files and information were hidden from the public, raising suspicions and limiting the investigation. Fourth, and many theories exist, but none have strong proof, so experts cannot agree on a final answer. Lastly, nature itself is unpredictable, and the weather and environment at Dyatlov Pass are extreme, making it hard to understand what really happened. These factors together keep the case mysterious. The hikers' sudden panic and tragic deaths remain a puzzle that challenges even the best investigators. Until new evidence appears, the Dyatlov Pass incident will continue to be one of the greatest unsolved mysteries in history. Thanks for watching! If you found this mystery as chilling as we did, hit that subscribe button to stay updated with more real crime stories. What do you think caused the hikers' deaths at Dyatlov Pass? Was it nature, humans, or something else entirely? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And don't miss our next video, Lars Mittank, the most bizarre airport disappearance ever, coming soon. Stay curious and stay safe.